Why are European boats sipping rosé off the coast of Saint-Tropez while American boats are gutting fish in the Gulf of Mexico? It's like comparing James Bond's Aston Martin to a Ford F-150 with a rod rack. One screams luxury, the other yells, "Hold my beer," but it goes deeper than just looks. From design philosophies to what's in the cup holders, European and American boat builders live on different planets. Buckle up, because today we're sailing straight into the stylish, salty divide of boat culture across the Atlantic. When you walk the docks in Miami, you'll see deep V hulls, rod holders, and tuna towers. Cross the Atlantic to Cannes or Capri, and it's all teak decks, sun pads, and swim platforms. This isn't a coincidence. Boats under 50 feet, especially day boats, reflect regional priorities. American brands like Boston Whaler, Grady-White, and Intrepid emphasize durability, utility, and family fishing. They're designed for choppy waters, unexpected storms, and, frankly, getting stuff done. Their unsinkable foam-filled hulls are practically legend in the US. On the other hand, European brands like Wajer and Pardo build for calm Mediterranean waters. Think of them less as boats and more as floating fashion statements. Long lines, polished stainless, minimalist interiors. Function follows form. They're meant to be seen. But why does this divide exist? And what can we learn from both styles? Let's break it down. If you're loving this dive into boat culture, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give the video a like. Now, here's the wild part. You might think European boats are just for looks, but that's only scratching the surface, because under all that style, there's some engineering genius that even rugged American builders are starting to notice. American boats are built to work. Plain and simple, they're the marine equivalent of a Ford F-250. Rugged, functional, and always ready for action. Take Boston Whaler, one of the most iconic American boat brands. Often dubbed the unsinkable legend, whalers use a foam core hull construction that adds buoyancy, strength, and peace of mind. You can run hard offshore, hit unexpected chop, and still get home without a worry. These boats aren't trying to win design contests, they're built to be used. T-tops, live wells, rod holders, integrated coolers, and rows of powerful outboards aren't luxury upgrades, they're standard issue. Everything is made for the real-world boater. Rinse it down, fill it up, and go again tomorrow. Other American builders like Grady-White and Scout take a similar approach. Their boats feature hand-laid fiberglass, oversized stringer systems, and deep V hulls that handle rough seas like a champ. Even if you're just spending the day at the lake, they're engineered to survive conditions you'd expect 20 miles offshore. It's that built like a tank mindset. Function first, fuss later. Now hop across the Atlantic and everything changes. European builders like Wajer are operating in a different space altogether, where boats are designed not just to perform, but to impress. The Wajer 38 and 55 models glide across calm Mediterranean waters with fluid grace. Driven by near-silent Volvo IPS drives and outfitted with disappearing swim platforms and custom interiors. But this isn't just about good looks. These boats are tech-heavy and precision-built. You'll find vacuum-infused hulls, digital helm stations, and even gyroscopic stabilizers to keep your wine glass from spilling. They're as advanced as they are elegant. Of course, you'll pay for the pleasure, often 20 to 30% more than an American counterpart. But what you get is premium craftsmanship, exclusive branding, and a design that turns heads at every marina from Monaco to Mallorca. In short, American boats are made to handle the sea. European boats are made to own the scene. Let's be honest, what you do with your boat says more about your lifestyle than the badge on the hull, and across the Atlantic, how people use their boats couldn't be more different. In the United States, especially in coastal regions like Florida, the Carolinas, and the Gulf Coast, boats are serious tools with serious jobs. Fishing isn't just a hobby, it's a way of life. That's why American builders load even their luxury center consoles with features like live wells, outriggers, fish boxes, tackle storage, and 360-degree walk-around access. Boats from brands like Everglades, Yellowfin, and Valhalla look sleek, but under the surface they're fishing machines. Sure, they can entertain, you'll see families out tubing or island hopping, but make no mistake, these boats are built to chase fish first and everything else second. The perfect day ends with a full cooler, sunburnt shoulders, and a hose down at the dock. Now shift your gaze to Europe, and you enter a different universe. In places like the French Riviera, Amalfi Coast, or Balearic Islands, the boat is not a tool, it's an experience. Think long lunches in designer swimwear, Prosecco flowing under a bimini top, and strategic anchoring for the best Instagram angles. Wajer, Pardo, Fjord, and other Euro day boat builders know this game well. Their boats are less about the chase and more about the scene. Fishing gear? Not even a rod holder. Instead, you get sun pads, teak decks, mood lighting, and retractable swim steps. These boats aren't just used, they're curated. Even ownership looks different. In the US, boats are trailered, dry stacked, or docked with minimal fuss. In Europe, boats live full-time in posh marinas, polished and prepped by crew, waiting for the next day out that feels more like a fashion shoot. One crowd hunts fish, the other chases vibes. And neither approach is wrong, they just reflect different cultures, climates, and definitions of what it means to enjoy time on the water. When it comes to comfort, European boats don't just win, they redefine the category. Even in boats under 50 feet, you'll find sprawling sun pads that stretch beam to beam, retractable bimini tops that appear at the push of a button, and fully air-conditioned cabins that feel more boutique hotel than boat. Everything is built for relaxation, elegance, and indulgence. Whether it's teak decking under your feet or a fold-out swim platform at the stern, the design feels intentional, cohesive, and effortless. You're not just on a boat, you're in a lifestyle statement. Now, American boats, comfort is there, it's just cut from a different cloth. Think practicality first, marine-grade vinyl that resists sun and salt, shock-absorbing helm seats, and functional shade from beefy T-tops. It's comfort designed to survive a season of fishing trips, barbecues, and sunscreen spills, not to impress someone at a yacht club. Air conditioning might exist, but it's not the focus unless you're stepping up into the 50-foot-plus range. The tech side is equally split by philosophy. American builders prioritize performance-enhancing features. Advanced sonar systems, high-resolution radar arrays, chart plotters, and multi-engine control systems. The focus is on navigation, safety, and fish-targeting tech that turns the helm into a cockpit. European brands, on the other hand, go heavy on automation and ease of use. Think joystick docking, hydraulic gangways, touchscreen interfaces, and gyroscopic stabilizers that keep champagne glasses steady even at anchor. In essence, American boats tech up for adventure. European boats tech up for elegance. Both deliver impressive innovation, but the question is, are you optimizing for the catch or for the comfort? Now let's zoom out and look at the heavyweight class, boats in the 80 to 120 foot range. Here, the differences between American and European design philosophies become even more extreme. Start with American sport fishers, beasts like Viking yachts, Hatteras, and Jarrett Bay. These aren't just boats, they're ocean-going predators, built to chase big-game fish hundreds of miles offshore. They feature exaggerated bow flares for rough water performance, tuna towers with upper control stations, and galleys designed to feed entire crews. Their hulls are deep and muscular, often paired with MTU or CAT diesels capable of cruising at 30 knots plus, even in tough conditions. And everything, literally everything, is built to be hosed down, repaired easily, and run hard. On the other hand, European manufacturers in this category, like Princess, Sunseeker, Ferretti, and Azimut, focus on small yachts that bring the luxury home with you. It's less about conquering the sea, and more about creating an oasis that just happens to float. These boats boast wide beam layouts, panoramic saloons, floor-to-ceiling windows, designer furniture, and crew cabins. Flybridges aren't just control stations, they're outdoor lounges complete with grills, sun sunbeds, and cocktail bars. Functionally, these yachts may never leave the Mediterranean, but stylistically, they're the center of attention. In essence, American sport fishers are built to hunt, European yachts are built to host. One is a mobile base camp for adventure, the other a floating villa where the biggest challenge is picking the right wine for sunset. Neither is better, it's simply a question of whether you see yourself at the helm in search of marlin, or barefoot on a flybridge, sipping espresso as the Côte d'Azur slides past. Still with us? Now it's your turn. Drop a comment below. Are you Team USA or EU when it comes to boats? The line between American and European boat styles, still visible, sure, but it's getting blurrier with every new model launch. Traditionally, American boats have been about no-frills functionality. Performance, durability, and utility reigned supreme, but in recent years, brands like Scout, Chris-Craft, and even the famously rugged Boston Whaler have started adding more European elegance to their DNA. You'll now find rich teak accents, sleek European-style lounges, frameless glass windshields, and carefully curated interiors that wouldn't look out of place moored in Saint-Tropez. Why the shift? American buyers are changing. Social media, influencer culture, and a growing appetite for lifestyle-oriented boating have introduced a new pressure. Boats need to not only do more, but look better doing it. Waterfront entertaining, sunset cruises, and Instagrammable moments now compete with fishing trips and family tubing days. A center console that doubles as a cocktail lounge? Yes, please. Meanwhile, European builders are making their own moves. Wajer, known for pristine Dutch design and whisper-quiet operation, is now optimizing their boats for warmer US climates. Upgrading air conditioning systems, heat-resistant materials, and onboard tech for tropical boating. Finnish brand Axopar and Italian builder Pardo are also launching models with more practical layouts, increased storage, and trailer-friendly hulls tailored to active weekend use in American waters. Even more telling, some European boats are now being marketed as lifestyle tenders for large yachts owned by American clients. They're not just for the Med anymore, they're ready for Miami too. What's behind this cross-pollination? Two forces: globalization and demand. Buyers now travel more, cross-shop online, and expect the best of both worlds. YouTube walkthroughs, Instagram reviews, and TikTok tours expose customers to boats from across the globe, building hybrid tastes that blur national lines. The result? A new generation of hybrid boats, capable of towing water toys in the Keys, then anchoring like a showpiece in the south of France. Functional enough for fishing, stylish enough for fine dining. It's no longer East versus West, it's about which builder can master the blend. A boat isn't just something you buy, it's a reflection of who you are. It's a lifestyle statement, a mobile identity marker, and a floating billboard for your personality. Nowhere is that more obvious than when comparing American and European boating cultures. In the United States, boats are fundamentally utilitarian. They're tools with a purpose. Whether it's for fishing, water sports, or just moving the family from dock to sandbar, the mindset is all about function. American boaters take pride in knowing every switch on their console, doing their own maintenance, and using their boat often. Hours logged mattered more than marina appearances. You'll find plenty of character in a boat with a few battle scars, each one telling a story of actual use. Contrast that with Europe, where the boat is often more a luxury accessory than a tool. It's less about where you're going and more about how you look getting there. Think of it as a designer suit on water. The boat complements a broader lifestyle of elegance, exclusivity, and curated experiences. It's about arriving at a high-end marina in Saint-Tropez or Portofino, stepping off into a private club, and being noticed. Many European owners don't captain their own boats, they hire professionals. The boat sits gleaming in a full-service slip, ready for a stylish afternoon escape, not a full-on expedition. It's rarely about DIY, it's all VIP. This cultural divide shapes everything. Design priorities, layout logic, and even materials and tech. Americans favor ease of use, durability, and storage. Europeans demand quiet operation, seamless aesthetics, and high-end finishes. Ultimately, boating is as much about psychology as it is about propulsion. So next time you walk a dock, don't just look at the boat, see the person behind it, because that hull, that's a mirror that floats. So when it comes to European versus American boats, which one's better? Honestly, it depends entirely on you. If your ideal weekend involves early morning launches, chasing mahi offshore and hosing down your deck with a beer in hand, then American brands like Boston Whaler, Grady-White, or Everglades are tough to beat. They're rugged, reliable, and built for hard use, the kind of boats you can trailer between lakes or leave in a slip without worrying about every scratch. Function is king, and resale tends to stay strong thanks to loyal followings. On the other hand, if your boating fantasy involves turquoise water, leisurely lunches at anchor, and arriving at the marina looking like you stepped out of a GQ photo shoot, then a European dayboat might be more your speed. Wajer, Pardo, Fjord, and Sunseeker offer floating showcases of design, with sleek lines and luxurious materials that turn heads from Portofino to Miami Beach. These boats are crafted to deliver an experience, not just a destination. That said, here's the real secret. The best boat isn't the most expensive, the fastest, or the most stylish. It's the one you'll actually use. Because nothing sinks faster than a boat that just sits. Whether you're a hardcore angler or a sunset cruiser, the right boat is the one that fits your lifestyle. And luckily, today's market is more flexible than ever. American brands are adding Euro-style comfort and design flourishes. European builders are toughening up for more active, practical use. There's a middle ground forming, hybrid models that blur the lines and aim to satisfy both camps. So before you sign the check or chase the brand, ask yourself, how do I want to spend my time on the water? Then choose the boat that makes that possible. Everything else is just trim tabs. Whether your perfect day on the water ends with a trophy fish or a sun-kissed selfie, there's a boat that matches your vibe. Maybe you like your vessels tough, loud, and rinsable, or maybe you prefer silent cruising with chilled rosé and stitched leather. One is built like a truck, the other like a runway model, and while the ocean doesn't care what you're driving, we're pretty sure the marina crowd does. So which one are you, the rugged captain or the style icon? Drop it in the comments. We promise not to judge, unless you say jet ski.